we're at the halfway part, and I got you here, Rob, and I want you to go ahead and tell us a little bit about your company called Viccci Protocol. It's a software development company, and you're going to tell us some of this cool technology. So, as a brief recap, I met Rob at InvestFest. I told you guys I went out to this Earn Your Leisure conference. I walked the floors, and there were only 3 tech companies there, and Rob was with his company, and he had a solid product that I think can change the small business community, or it can change businesses and just add an added bonus when it comes to augmented reality. So Rob is going to break it down, tell you all about it, and without further ado, man, I'm turning it over to you. Tell them all about Augmented.
Okay, so Viccci Protocol. So first of all, I'm Robert Lawrence. Nice to meet you guys. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm a self-taught developer, web design, game development, blockchain development, pretty much a jack of all trades. So Viccci Protocol is a software company, and we specialize in extended reality. So if you guys don't know what extended reality is, it is a umbrella term for virtual reality and augmented reality, right? So our main product, Augmented, it uses augmented reality to showcase marketing experiences, educational experiences, entertainment, gaming. You can use it for navigation, retail, shopping. Sky's the limit when it comes to augmented reality. Because the difference between augmented reality and virtual reality, one of the main differences is that you don't really need any special components for it. The only thing you really need is your smartphone, because since 2012, the technology has been built into the phones. And when it comes to virtual reality, you need special components like this thing right here. So so we're gonna dive into the app real quick. Okay, so this is just a small presentation of what the app can do. So, using augmented reality, we have digital assets overlaid in the physical world. So some of the features include image tracking. We use image tracking to showcase products inside of our magazine. We have a regular magazine, but inside of the app, using augmented reality, we're able to overlay content on top of the physical content. So we have full-page advertisements inside of the magazine where people have taken out ad spaces, but using the augmented reality, they're able to overlay more content than would be available inside of a regular magazine. So the app provides a more immersive experience when it comes to advertising and marketing. It's fully immersive to where you can interact with the content in so many different ways. If you have a clothing company, you can overlay your actual website onto the image and show your actual product in 3D. So maybe you sell shoes. You can actually scan the image, and maybe a 3D representation of your product will pop up over your advertisement. Or maybe, you edit videos, your whole service can pop up over your advertisement space. So that's how we've been using the advertisement inside of the magazine. But augmented reality allows us to do all these different things. And going further into the future, we will start to see it more and more a part of our lives and every day. Companies like Mercedes-Benz have been using it as a part of their heads-up display. They use it for their navigation. So when you're driving, you see an augmented set of arrows that show you where you're going, sort of like how Google Maps shows you, but actually on your dashboard, your windshield, let's just say. Companies like IKEA use it to showcase their furniture. Maybe you have a room that you're not really sure if it can fit a certain piece of furniture, but this technology allows you to actually bring in a 3D representation of, let's say, a sofa or a cabinet, and put it inside of your room and show you the dimensions of it and where it can fit and how the lighting would look and all these different things. So it can work in a lot of different areas, such as retail, shopping, education, sports, entertainment, and the sky's the limit. So with our technology, we're just here to showcase businesses and help them reach different heights and different levels of engagement from their customers.
So this is all in a magazine, is this correct? So you have a magazine that will allow, and this is for small businesses, to where they can have, like, let's just say they're at a restaurant, they can use a QR code, or maybe they could have they're selling furniture or something of that nature, to where they're literally want to show you more than what a picture could show you. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So all you would need to do is download the app. The app is going to be released on iOS and Android, and then shortly after it will be released on the web. So everybody will have access to it. But can you see my screen?
Yes, we can. We can see you talking in the phone. Yeah.
So let's try to back up a little bit. So this is how the magazine would look when you look at it through the app. As you can see the regular physical copy of the magazine, but then above it and to the sides and below it, you see the 3D content. So that is the front of the magazine. If you look to there we go, full screen.
So in the magazine, so let's just say someone had a magazine and then they want to show you not only a video, but they can actually show you a process of them cooking food. They're showing you a process of a video, but then they also want to show you their stats of their company profile. They can do all of that, but it's regular. It's a regular magazine, but then once they download the app, it will take the app will take the magazine and show you another level of technology. Is that correct?
Absolutely. So anything you pretty much want to showcase with your ad space is possible. So right here in the back of the magazine, we actually have a full presentation to explain to you how that technology works. So this shows, my extended team. We have some of them in the chat as well. EJ and TJ, they're in the chat. So we have that going on in the front. We have another video going on, as well as our business card. I'm sorry, I'm in the dark, so it's kind of hard to track. But we have a business card as well as our pitch deck to the left. And then inside, with the full page advertisements, you would have that fully immersive content. So we have one person who sells desserts and confectionaries, but when you look at her advertisement, you see her menu pop up and all of her treats as well. So this helps companies, really showcase what they got going on in a more immersive way, because as you can see with a magazine, the picture is, what you see is what you get. But with our application, you're able to get more than what you would get with a regular advertisement.
So,
you get video.
So with these desserts, right? Can you show the process of how they're actually making the desserts as well, or is it just 3D images? Because it's like if you go to a restaurant, you only see pictures of the actual food, but now do you get a chance to actually see if she created short videos or long form videos?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They can actually show you the process. Now, would this only work in a magazine, or can you use this with a QR code, or is there any other technology that you can use?
It can be used in a magazine. It can be used in a QR code. Pretty much anything with an image. It's tracking the image. Yeah, it can be used for anything. You sell records. We can. I don't know who really sells records anymore, but people do collect records. But we can.
So if Drake dropped an album tomorrow, right? If Drake dropped an album tomorrow, and he said he wants you to buy his physical copy of his album, then you can literally get a full immersive experience of Drake with his process of him being in the studio, him doing an in-store with whatever videos that he wants to release, but then he can also have the lyrics pop up on the actual album cover. Is that like a good explanation of what I'm explaining?
Yeah, absolutely. And it gets even crazier than that, because it's, the sky's the limit. It's limited to how creative you can get with the process.
Okay. So what about somebody that's in the healthcare profession, or that might do I'm trying to think what Shirley does for a living, and it's on the tip of my tongue. She does CPR. So let's just say she had a QR code and said, "Hey, these are new strategies or techniques to do CPR." And she has a QR code, and she can say, "Sign up for my class." and this is what you will learn. And she can have videos that will show you. You will learn how to breathe first, or pinch their nose second, pump their stomach third, and then there could be videos inside of this QR code, is what you're telling me?
Absolutely. She can have fully immersive classes where somebody would scan the QR code and it would show them the actual circulatory system of a person's body and show them the whole inner workings of it, and so they can really get more immersed into it and understand all of the workings about what's going on, from start to finish.
Okay. Shirley's saying this is a very unique marketing concept, but she's also saying, how is the magazine sold? Is this through a subscription, or is this your magazine, but then she can have a magazine as well?
Well, this is our magazine, and we are selling it through our I have to add the link to the website. I'm sorry. So starting the weekend, we're gonna have it live on our website, viccci.xyz. And you can buy it through our website. We will have a subscription service coming up. We're working on our second edition for the fall. So we are taking in different ad spaces. Starting, I believe Sunday, we will start taking in different ad spaces. EJ, let me know if I'm correct with that.
So EJ is in the comments. So EJ, feel free to let the audience know what's going on in the comments. And it's Viccci, that's VICCCI.XYZ. Am I saying that correct?
Yes, sir.
So Viccci with 3 C's .xyz. So instead of .com is .xyz. What else can this technology do? Like, how long can the videos be? Are there images? Are there any other cool things that this magazine or that Augmented can do as far as software based?
So we're gonna expand to games as something new and immersive to do. We're gonna expand into clothing as well, so stay tuned. Fully immersive clothing, where your regular clothing is what you see, what you get. But when you use the augmented reality content, depending on what you get, it's gonna be depending on what you get, is gonna be special, tailored to the design when it comes to augmented reality portion about it. But it can work in a multitude of ways for different businesses, depending on what you do. Not only with the image tracking, it can track objects. It can track physical positions. So you can have experiences depending on where you are in the physical world. Games like Pokemon Go have been using that.
Okay. So if you've ever played the game Pokemon Go, that's where you're walking in reality. You'll actually see where they're actually walking in real life, but then you'll see a Pokemon character literally show up on the screen. And so this is like if you wanted to see if a piece of furniture would fit inside of your place of business or in your home. So this is kind of some of the technology of what augmented reality can do for you. I'm gonna let you. This is your baby. I'm just here. I was just so impressed with what I saw. I just want you to tell us more about it.
Yeah, man. So it's not really anything new, as you see on the screen. Iron Man, and I think Iron Man came out in 2008. I want to say. So I like to say science fiction becomes science fact. So we saw it in the movies, and now it's become a part of our life now. As you can see on the screen, IKEA has been using it for a while to showcase some of their products. But AR, it can be experienced through your smartphone as opposed to virtual reality, where you need to buy other components. When this hat came out, I think I bought it. Yeah, like the headset. And this came out, I think I bought it for $300 to $500. And the same for my phone, but I've had it for way longer. And everything that I would need for augmented reality experiences are built directly into the phone. So certain things like navigation and wayfinding are possible. Like I had told you with Mercedes-Benz, they're using it inside of their cars, where it's built into the actual window.
Yeah. Oh, in the window. Okay.
Yeah, the actual window they're using it for. So many different ways it can be used. We can move into the next one.
So if you've ever seen the example of using Google Maps, that was the example there. No different from probably, well, this is the one like similar to like a car or even at work or something like that, correct?
Yeah, so it can be used for training and education. Like if you were to think of, let's say open heart surgery, for example, you know, maybe like in the 80s, you would need an actual heart to operate on, but with augmented reality and virtual reality technology, you can just use a digital version, and you wouldn't need to, you know, get a new one every time. It cuts the cost when it comes to.
And then here you can have your furniture, so you can just say, here's the space that you want. Now, how is the lighting? So you have to have good lighting for this to work, or does this work just out in daylight? Like, how does this work with as far as when you're trying to utilize this technology?
I'm glad you said that, because it works in most cases when it comes to artificial lighting. It works properly in like outside, whereas virtual reality headsets will be damaged with sunlight when it comes to all of the cameras and sensors. But augmented reality, it functions in most environments. And I know you had asked me before about like the video length. I think we have a video that is actually about 8 minutes. That's a part of the magazine.
Okay.
So there really isn't any. Well, I mean, there are limits, but you know, you have a lot of opportunity as opposed to limitations.
Got you. So where would you like to say you guys are in the developmental stages of Augmented? What would you like to say where you are? You guys in the beginning stages, your middle stages, you're like ready to release? Like where are you guys at?
Well, we're close to release, so we're in beta right now. I am the lead developer, and at the moment the only developer on the project. So being that I'm the only developer, I'm taking my time to make sure that everything is built right, everybody gets what they want inside of the app, and you know, it's a seamless experience for everybody. And also there's also a process of going through Apple and Android to push to their stores as well.
Got you. So you're ahead of your curve. You're ahead of your time, as they call it, and you have an opportunity to not only with the magazine, but you also have apparel. So is this something that somebody can have clothing, and then they can have someone download the app, and then they can literally run the app through on the piece of clothing? So I'm wearing a t-shirt that has the lab on it and has a QR code. They download the app, and then whatever technology I wanted to show, it will show whatever that technology is. Is that something similar, or is that something different?
Oh, it's something similar. So we're going to be doing limited run products. So I don't want to explain too much about it, but we're going to be doing limited run products where everything is original, and we want to make it so it's not easily duplicatable, and it'll be a rare item as well. So it'll all be done with inside the app, and then like I said, so it'll be available on iOS and Android, and then shortly thereafter on the web, just so everybody has access to it.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, the technology is here. We talked about AI today, but then now we're talking about augmented reality, and then now this technology is coming whether we like it or not, right? So the thing is, Viccci Protocol, Rob is finding a way to make it work for him and also offer it as a service to you. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we want you to do. We want you to be mindful, be ready to receive this information, receive this technology. And as we close out this year, because we're about to hit the fourth quarter, look into finding ways of how you can utilize augmented reality. How can you use AI? So instead of you getting upset with what Alexa is doing, how can you make AI work for you? Like, where can people find more information if they wanted to reach out to you, they wanted to get more information on this? Where do they find you at?
So you can check out our website, viccci.xyz, VICCCI.xyz. And also email us at info@viccci.xyz. You can find us on all social media platforms. And so just, keep an eye out for us, because we're constantly working. And this project is in beta, but will be released soon. and I hope to see you guys soon. I really appreciate the time.
It's the Lab Tech Show. Join us Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern at thelabtechshow.com. Embrace it or get left behind.
Hold up.